So there's this incredible story in the Bible, Matthew 25, called the parable of the talents. So there's this guy, this master, who's about to leave on a journey. He calls in 3 of his servants and he hands them different amounts of money, these bags of gold. They called them talents. So to one servant, he gives 5 talents, to another 2 talents, and then to the last guy, just 1. He takes off and he goes on his trip. And while he's gone, the first 2 servants, they actually invest or use their talents and they double them. The guy with 5 ends up with 10. The guy with 2 ends up with 4. But the third servant, well, he's either freaked out or lazy. I don't know what he was thinking, but he buries that single talent in the ground and he doesn't do a thing with it. He just tried to protect it. When the master returns, he praises the 2 who actually used what they were given, and he says, "Well done, good and faithful servant." He actually gives them more blessings, more money, more gold to grow and compound. But the one who buried the talent, well, the master was furious. It's not even that his servant lost the money, he just did nothing with it. And that to me is a huge lesson. The worst thing that you can do with the gifts God's given you is absolutely nothing. The lesson here is so simple. If you've been given a gift, a skill, a passion, a spark, then you need to use it. If you know how to paint, then paint. If you know how to talk, then talk. If you can write beautiful words, then please write. If you're blessed with extreme athletic ability, use those gifts. If you're blessed with an interest in history, psychology, or mathematics, use those gifts to help others. Maybe some of you remember David Robinson, the NBA legend. So he played for the Spurs way back, won a bunch of championships. But I remember listening to an interview that he did where he talked about how he played the game of basketball to glorify God, not just to win championships and make money. He said, "God gave me this height." He was 7 feet tall. "He gave me this athleticism, this skill. So I'm going to use that on the court in a way that honors the one who gave me the gifts in the first place." Man, I love that perspective because it takes the focus off of me, and puts it on blessing others, using your excellence for a higher purpose. And we've been talking about this phrase, "I will become who I am," right? It's not just about reaching some unreachable best version of ourselves. It's about continually growing into the person God designed and wants you to be. And the only way to do that is by using the gifts and the passions that you've been given. Not letting fear win out, not letting your lower self take over, not avoiding action. Every time you choose to do something with your talents, whether it's playing music for people, whether it's sharing a message or a blog post or cooking a meal for somebody that needs a brighter day, you step deeper into who you really are. That sense of purpose, that alignment, it's priceless. And you know what the ultimate payoff is? It's not just glorifying God, it's blessing other people. Because at the end of your life, when all is said and done, wouldn't you want others to say, "You know, I was better when I was around Greg," or insert your name here. If you can bring out the best in people, you're not just building yourself up, you're lifting others up too. This is so deeply connected to self-image and how your self-image impacts everyone around you. And for some people, if you don't know what your gift is, then just ask the people around you. Ask them, "Why do you enjoy hanging out with me? What do you think I'm good at?" And chances are the reason they like you is the exact blessing that you need to share with others. Because, man, the worst possible scenario is you bury your talents. You do nothing. You just let them gather dust. The best scenario, you let it grow. You multiply it and you bless others in the process. And that's how you respect the God who gave you those gifts, how you become more of who you truly are, and how you make the highest and best impact.